Okay, there we go. Stream was acting a little strange there for a second. How is everyone doing tonight? We're going to be talking about Evolving Technologies book, the Cisco official study guide, and I finished the book. Hey, Dude for Him, good to see you. We've been interacting a good bit, Dude for Him and I. Dude for Him has now. We are just as a courtesy, sort of doing a countdown for our friend here. What do we have? 6. So you have 11 days, sir. And man, wishing you the best. Definitely wishing you the best. Appreciate you even taking time to hang out in the stream. Yes, we've been going back and forth on some questions. Friday afternoon next week. Oh man. Well, you heard, by the way, that the 31st apparently is not an option around here. So I will be doing it January the 2nd. I have adjusted my countdown, folks. 27 days to go. So we're getting down to it. This is going to be a brief stream tonight, folks. Let me fire the music back. That's not too bothersome there, folks. Yeah, it's pretty loud there. See. Yeah, OBS acting a little strange. Anyway, so here's where we are. Here's where I am anyway. As many of you know, my plan, basically 30 days out, even prior to 30 days out, was finish networklessons.com, at least the units I'd plan to finish, which I did, which were my weak areas, right? Finish those. Start Evolving Technologies official study guide. Started that. There are only 3 chapters I found. When I first cracked open the book, I was like, really? That's all? We'll go to them now. Yeah, that's it. 3 chapters. Now, granted, well, let's see. To be honest, you could probably read the whole thing in less than half a day. And I'm talking not like racing through the text, like, pensively reading through it. And by the way, Russ White's picture was like, well, it was right here earlier today when I first opened up. Anyway, yeah, he was like the second photo on here. Live online training. I guess these are people that are upcoming, like have upcoming training sessions. Yeah, interesting business model. We'll see what they're going to do with that. Oh, sorry. I don't want to show all this. Anyway, there are 3 chapters. IoT Cloud Fundamentals. And I finished today Foundational Network Programmability Methods. That's a mouthful. They did not have a lot of review questions, to be honest. 4 or 5 each chapter. And they weren't that profound, to be honest. I'm going to do a full review later. I want to think about it because I respect the authors on here. I don't know what their instructions were in terms of this book. But I will say right now, don't go out and buy this book if you're studying for the written, just to prepare for the written. There it is, I said it. Don't go out and buy this book. First of all, the price is, to me, pretty high. Evolving Technologies, Cisco Press. I think it's on Amazon. You know what's funny is, there were, at first, you could place an order. Ebook, yeah. List price $119.99. You have got to be kidding me. No, I would not pay. Okay, I'm someone who's taken the written twice, and I have read this entire book, and do not buy this book for $119.99. I understand, I can almost understand now why this is not a printed book. It says 168 pages, so the pages are not necessarily numbered. Most books you buy Cisco Press are thick, right? This would be a very small. I don't even know if you would do this as a hardcover, to be honest. I guess you could, but Anyway, I'm not slamming the book per se. I'm just saying, yeah, Noise TV, 120. Now, granted, they're long chapters, but they're not that long. Like, honestly, the first chapter, I would say I could read in less than, maybe an hour and a half. No, not. I don't get it. I really don't. I understand though why they've not released a printed copy. Like most Cisco Press books, you absolutely, there are printed copies. Let's look, for example, at, and I don't want to get too ranty on this, folks. There's some sample content. This is all the content. This is not just sample content. This is all the content that you get. How they even make this chapter 27 pages, I don't understand. I don't think these would be, first of all, it's not a printed book, so how do you know these are real pages? Anyway, yeah, look at this. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I could be wrong, but finish the book. Don't buy this book for that price. Don't buy it for $96. If you have a Safari subscription, I would encourage you to read it, preparing for the written, because one, it doesn't take a lot of time investment, and there may be things there that you miss that you might get in this study guide. But honestly, Nick Russo's study guide, how big is that? He's even revised it. Now I did donate to him for this because, all right, this is how you contrast it, right? Like I'm saying, don't buy the official study guide. Don't buy it. Nick's guide, use it. He is a Cisco employee, right? This is not a Cisco work by any means. He says that at the beginning, but donate money to him so he'll keep making these each revision. Notice the difference there, my recommendations. He did an update July 2018, and how many pages is this thing? Again, pages is relative. Obviously, you could print this PDF. Oh yeah, there's so much more. Yeah, I would say don't buy that book. If you need a study guide, use Nick's guide. And I did read through this thing. I read through it. 173 pages. That's more like it. It's got good examples in here. Oh, yeah. Wow, this is a chart I was trying to make. And I forgot he has it here already. So, anyway, that's my recommendation, folks. So I finished that early. I was supposed to get that done by the 10th. I've got 4 days to play with. On the 10th, I was going to do a reevaluation. And then I was going to go into turbo review mode between the 10th and the 1st. So now, I did try a DevNet lab tonight. I just spent about an hour on this, and it didn't really go anywhere. There's a utility that you have to download to run on the Mac, and I couldn't even do that because I think I deleted it already. Anyway, it gave me some sort of error on my machine. I tried it on a Windows VM, didn't work. So I'm like, I've already wasted enough time on this lab for IoT. Now, some of the other labs interest me, but if they're going to be anything like that experience, you have to have the VPN, Cisco Interconnect VPN client. You have to have, I had to install the latest version of Java, and I had to upgrade Docker. And then I had to do some setup of this other IoT development client. none of that time yielded me any value. So what next? I'm not sure. I think what I'm going to do, folks, is, as you know, they release with the latest technology guide, Blueprint, Evolving Technologies. They did release a learning matrix. And I have all these posted in here in my copy. What is Excel doing? Excel, where are you? What are you doing? Oh, I already got it open. So under these topics, there's a learning matrix, and I actually pasted it in here, yeah. And what it is there are links to, for each section, chapter, 1, 2, and 3. By the way, one other little picky thing is the questions and answers at the back of the book are not easy to follow because the questions say like A, B, C, and in the answers it's like 1, 2, 3. Anyway, little nitpicky thing. It seems like they rushed that book, to be honest. So anyway, this seems pretty good though, because there are some books referenced here, and I may go back and look at some of these chapters. And then there's Cisco live presentations, some courses, URLs, blogs, demos, and webinars. Some of these are very generic, like, okay, you want to learn cloud for the Evolving Technologies section of the exam? Guess what? Go to the Cisco DevNet site, and you can go here. I clicked through a lot of these links. There's really nothing of value in here. This is just a... that's just sales. Why did it even put this link here? I don't know. Because they want to promote Cisco DevNet, maybe? A little marketing. Sort of, Cisco's going to put some marketing anywhere they can. Yeah, I'm just a little annoyed right now because of the book. Anyway, moving right along, we got to be objective, and we got to make progress. So my next step may be to come back here to look at some of these presentations where I think I'm weak. That may be the next step. I may select a lab or two, but I think what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm just going to move on to reevaluation and hit list. And what that means for me is that I go back through the blueprint topics one by one, and I rate myself in these areas. And I come up with all the C's. So I haven't done this in a while. I haven't done this in a number of months. Come back here, everything that I think is a C, I'm going to review that area, either a lab, either a video, either a flashcards, the written drill sheet. I think that's what I'm going to do, and I'll probably start doing that tonight. So that's probably my next step, folks. Anyway, I know this has been a little bit of a rant. I apologize. Maybe this is a little bit of pre-exam jitters. Part of it is a level of frustration with the Evolving Technologies guide. I was hoping that it would provide some clarity on very specific technical areas that I needed to learn better to prepare for the exam. Knowing what I know about Evolving Technologies questions on the exam, and knowing what I know about what was covered in the book, unless they've radically changed some of the questions, I still feel a little more, I don't feel reassured that I have content to study that correlates to what I'm going to see on the exam. The book did not reassure me much. Hey man, did you try OpenConnect to make a VPN with DevNet? It works fine on Ubuntu 16.04. I did not try that. However, I did not have any problem connecting to the lab. So on the Mac, I did upgrade AnyConnect, which I've had on this Mac forever. And yeah, I had no problem connecting to the lab. I had a problem running their IoT developer tool. So there's a tool that you had to download to build an IoT app. And that app would not run on the Mac. It gave like a C error, like you get with the C code. It's a very common error. Let me see. Yeah, IOX client. I don't have it anymore, I don't think. Yeah, segmentation fault. That's a C, low-level C program error. Tried everything to get that to work. Then I launched my Windows VM, and I tried to launch the IOX client, and it was erroring out as well. Like it could not connect to the lab. I could connect to the lab like via HTTPS. It's just that it got this some proprietary client developer tool that apparently is very buggy, or I didn't follow the 2 or 3 step instructions list properly. Anyway, after an hour, I like, let's cut bait. Let's move on. I don't have time to be troubleshooting a DevNet lab. You know what I mean? So I know the other labs, I don't think they'll probably work fine, but you never know with DevNet because you're dealing with virtualization of IoT code, of some of their other cloud products. I could see why they would run viral, right? Because viral is at least a proven technology. So I could see them wanting to run that in a sandbox with those images. Yeah, we'll see. Anyway, I got a quiz time. This is quiz time, folks. What is HTTP response code? This was in something I was studying as part of network programmability. It's good to know some of your response codes, right? So we probably all know what 200 is, right? 200 is okay, fine. What is the HTTP response code for unauthorized? And to answer that, I'm going to pull up the blueprint. Think of it a moment. It's not 404, not 200. 403 is close. Let's see here. Is that the wrong? Drills, that's the one I want. Yeah, so I've added it here in the drill sheet. Let's see, HP. I have to do a poll first. Actually, I'm just going to pull up something. I'll do that in a moment. Okay, we will do a poll. And this is under notes, get poll. I didn't push, darn it. All right. The status codes are, so 401 is unauthorized. In other words, 401 means you have hit a site where authorization is required and you are not using authorization, right? Like sometimes you need to provide a token and you have not provided a token. That is 401 unauthorized. Let's see if we can find a quick chart. 403 is that you are using authorization, but your authorization is incorrect. Yeah, 401 is unauthorized. 403 is forbidden. 404 not found. 400 is bad request. Okay. Created. So created is when it's part of CRUD, right? Create, request, update, delete. So created is when you do like a post. Yeah, man, Big Abe. Hey, Big Abe, good to see you, my friend. Yeah, good old HTTP status code. So this is good to know, especially as part of the programmability section of the evolving technologies. So this is a little bit of a tricky one. Again, it is different from 403. internal server error, 503 service unavailable, gateway timeout. We've all seen these, right? Bad gateway. So it's good to know what some of the differences are and what these codes mean. And that is our quiz for the day, folks. I do have one meat chunk. Again, I have not had a lot of time to... I've been, nose of the grindstone here. But this is Ivan Pepelniak. Great little discussion about VXLAN and how encapsulation is not security. It's not pure security. There's a lot of philosophical arguments there. Good little read, doesn't take long. I always like, if you're not subscribed to his blog or Twitter, Ivan has some great stuff. We've all heard him on Packet Pushers, where he argues with Greg and others. Very, very, very smart person and great to listen to. That's going to wrap it up, folks. Again, another brief vlog tonight. No labs. We're going to be doing reviews, probably doing some reading, doing some flashcards, but just hitting it. I just want to say hello to the community. Anybody out there, send you some good bits and wish everybody the best. Now, I will be blogging or vlogging again Saturday. Friday nights, I take a break from vlogging. And we'll be back on Saturday. I'll let you know how it goes. And I've been considering doing my own flashcard set. So the ones from NecroCube are awesome. I've been using them extensively. They are based on Evolving Technologies 1.0. So I've been considering doing my own flashcards for 1.1. We'll see. Again, I don't have a lot of time to do that, but I need to make some flashcards for that. So anyway, I'll keep you all posted on that. Also, another little stream bling thing is Santa did come early and gave us a new ring light. So, man, I'm looking forward to that, where I won't have to... I may do it from time to time, but I won't have to use this whole getup. If my lighting is good with the ring light and the green screen, we shall see. It's a very popular ring light used by streamers. However, I did not get the right stand, so I don't have a stand right now. So we're going to play with that, and hopefully in the next week or so, we'll be upgrading the stream here. And hope you all have a great night. It is Thursday night. It's Friday Eve. Y'all enjoy it. Get some study done. I'm sure you'll be working on that. And let's hit those books, folks, and get those bits lined up. And we shall see you back here Saturday on Land Tamer Stream. And we'll also be seeing you on Discord every day, Twitter, YouTube, Instagram. Thanks so much for hanging out, folks. See you soon.